Hey guys, and welcome back to the Atypical Declutter game. My name is April, and you are at Atypical Life. So today, this is day 3, and today on day 3, we're going to identify the outcome. So pretend you're in your next space you want to declutter. Take a minute to daydream and tell me not what you want it to look like, but how you want it to function. Aesthetics are great, and I really enjoy them. But when it comes to home design, form should really follow function, in my opinion. And to get the form, you got to get it curated and get it working properly. And then figure out how to make it pretty. But this tip isn't about making things pretty. This is about making decluttering easier. So if I go to my pantry and I make a quick note about all of the things I need to store in the pantry, it becomes much more obvious what things need to leave that space. So as I start to sort through the things that need to leave that space, I can determine what needs a new home and what can actually be decluttered. Obviously, there might be things in the pantry that are a category like expired food, that are a category that would stay in the pantry but also need to be decluttered. But you're isolating those. If you look at the things that are in the space that shouldn't be, it adds a little more emphasis to those things and it makes them stand out on their own. Do you really need these items? I don't recommend you trying to take on organization and decluttering at one time. So you might end up with a mess. If you try to do this, you're probably going to end up overwhelmed and with a mess to clean up, unless you're an expert, which is, you probably won't be watching this video. So let's leave the out of place things that you're keeping where they are for now. Let's leave them in the pantry. Unless they have a home somewhere else that you've already designated, just leave them there. But go ahead and declutter the things that are out of place and not worth keeping. So every room, every drawer, closet, you declutter. See if you can't make a few declarations about what you would ultimately like to store in this space, or the ways that you would like to utilize this space. So the kitchen is for cooking. My kitchen is also for homework. I bet yours is too. I bet a lot of people's kitchen is too. So set those functions and acknowledge them, and then try to figure out how to declutter the things that aren't going to stay in that space.
I set a challenge for myself. I said, I bet you know what, you can't go into your kitchen and find enough items for today's declutter in less than 5 minutes. So I walked into my kitchen and I started looking around, and I was looking at my baker's rack, which is supposed to hold like fruit and vegetables and stuff, and all of this stuff was on there. It was like none of these things go in here. It was like some literature I wanted to read on this supplement, an art project thing that I just didn't want to throw away in front of my son because like I knew he would never play with it. But come on now, like he was never going to play with that again. It came from like art camp, some random stuff that I thought I might put in our scrapbooks, but just didn't make it there. Some lip gloss that was done, old contact case. Don't even know where that came from. And a broken flashlight, broken watch, and 2 pencils, one with no eraser and one that has a terrible writing. Doesn't write very well. So like that was super easy. Super easy. Oh yeah, and then the candy shaped marker, which was dried up. Super easy. Things like this where you have like multiple items like receipts or papers or something, I feel like are kind of hard to count. So I'm just going to go ahead and count this whole group as just 10. So if we add 10 and 10 and then 8 for the first day, we're at 28.
Don't forget to post your thoughts in the comments and progress pics on Instagram. If you want a little extra encouragement, hashtag Atypical Declutter. Share it with your IRL friends if you think they might want to join in. And thanks everyone. I will see you again tomorrow.